Royal family news. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle asked to keep their uneducated views about COVID to themselves. British royal family news teases that British journalist Piers Morgan is among those exacerbated with the know-it-all Hollyweird preachers Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. Sparring with celebs, no matter how minor, comes with the territory that is ruled as an editor at several tabloids and on his own CNN show. But his irritation with the Ginge and Wine show has led him to actually ban the two from his popular morning show, Good Morning Britain. One suspects he doesn't care what they think of him, calling them hypocritical brats. Piers Morgan thinks Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's attitude towards the coronavirus pandemic is appalling. Most recently, the pithy tell it all like it is commentator spilled his irritation to the Daily Express over Meghan Markle's ignorant attitude about the coronavirus pandemic and the way they've conducted themselves while the death toll across the world mounts. I think the way the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge have conducted themselves during the pandemic has been starkly at odds with the Sussexes, and to their great credit, he said, they understand what to do. I thought Harry understood that he has got no interest in duty. He has been completely bamboozled in a way that we saw the last time American lady entered the royal family. He's referring to the American divorcee Wallis Simpson, whose decimation of the monarchy he has compared to Meghan's exit move. Piers Morgan thinks that Prince Harry and Meghan Markle should behave with much more decorum than they have. If it were up to Piers, Harry and Meghan would behave with much more compunction like William and Kate Middleton. The world knows that Prince William contracted COVID-19 in April but chose not to reveal his diagnosis so as not to alarm an already taxed country that was already confronting Prince Charles and Prime Minister Boris Johnson being stricken by the disease. Making his point, he eviscerated Harry for a comment he made in April, claiming that the media was exaggerating the effect of the coronavirus outbreak in the UK. Keeping in mind this was the same month his brother and father were struggling to stay alive after contracting the virus. According to Harry, things are better than we are led to believe through certain corners of the media, which led world-renowned Professor Carol Sikora to wonder what in the world qualified Hollywood Harry to utter such a statement. At the time he popped off, the United Kingdom was suffering hundreds of deaths from the coronavirus daily. Piers called Harry out by saying, even more disgracefully, Prince Harry accused the British media of exaggerating the scale of this coronavirus crisis. How the hell does he know how bad it is from his Hollywood hideaway? Did he call his father Prince Charles, who has been suffering from the virus many thousands of miles away? Touch. Piers. Strictly star J.D. Chalmers reveals Prince Harry is immensely proud of him taking part. The former Marine is paired with pro dancer Amy Dowden. He's entering the nation by showing off his moves with dance partner Amy Dowden on Strictly Come Dancing. Now, former Marine J.D. Chalmers tells Hello he honed his skills at the wedding of his friend, the Duke of Sussex. I remember dancing at Harry and Meghan's wedding. It was a bit of a reunion as there was a lot of mine and Harry's mutual friends there, says JJ, who first met Prince Harry when he was asked to be spokesperson for the inaugural Invictus Games. I've been at Invictus opening and closing ceremonies with Harry when music is playing, but I can't remember if he was cutting any shapes, adds JJ, as he and Amy join us for an exclusive photo shoot to mark Remembrance Sunday. There is one thing I can say with confidence, I'm a better dancer than Harry now, he says, laughing. JJ has certainly impressed viewers and judges with his moves on the Strictly dance floor, leading fans atop him. This year's dark horse, he tells us that the Duke is backing him all the way. I've heard from Harry and is immensely proud that I've taken the true heart of Invictus to the biggest audience possible on Strictly. JD is what Strictly is all about, adds Amy. He gives it his all. They are training all hours, but the twinkle-toed pair are more than happy to cut into rehearsal time to pose for Hello at the Bentley Priory Museum in Harrow, which played a pivotal role in winning the Battle of Britain in 1940 as Fighter Command HQ, being it a military-related place at this time of the year, makes you stop and remember, says 33-year-old JJ. The people that once navigated these corridors were true heroes. JJ's dad to Haley, 4, and 1-year-old James with wife Cornelia adds, "It's important for us to stop, remember, and be grateful. Everyone has their own way of saying thank you." A new scandal for Meghan Markle and Prince Harry. The couple are breaking one of the golden rules of the royal family. The recent acts of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry are pushing the royal family to distance themselves. A few days ago, we learned that on the initiative of Queen Elizabeth II, the Frogmore Cottage mansion was prepared for the imminent return of Meghan Markle and Prince Harry to the United Kingdom. This would be scheduled for the end of the year because of some concerns Prince Harry had with the United States or the trial between Meghan Markle and the Daily Mail. Will the Queen be happy to find her grandson and his wife? The question arises, especially since the couple has departed from one of the golden rules of British royal family. Indeed, while Windsor promises political neutrality, Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have spoken publicly about the US presidential elections won by Joe Biden. According to the Insider, the parents of little Archie do not intend to stop. A press officer explains taking part in the democratic process is one of the elements that makes you an active member of the society. Encouraging people to get involved in politics is therefore something important. Prince Harry and daughters Meghan hold own Remembrance Day service after royals refuse to lay his wreath. Prince Harry and daughters Meghan Markle have their own Remembrance Day event after royals in the UK reportedly refused to lay a wreath on the couple's behalf. The couple held a somber service at the Los Angeles National Cemetery, laying flowers in honor of fallen soldiers. Meghan picked the flowers herself from the garden of their Santa Barbara mansion, and the 2 bunches were placed on the graves of the 2 Commonwealth soldiers, one who had served in the Royal Australian Air Force and one from the Royal Canadian Artillery. They also placed a wreath at the obelisk, which features a plaque inscribed with the words, "In memory of the men who offered their lives in defense of their country." The wreath was signed with a heartfelt message from Prince Harry, which read, "To all of those who have served and are serving, thank you." But the service was in stark contrast to the much bigger ceremony held by the royals in the UK, where the Queen, Prince Charles and Camilla, Prince William and Kate were among those who wore black, watching from the Buckingham Palace balcony as wreaths were laid at the cenotaph. The Daily Mail reports Prince Harry spent 10 years in the army and wanted to have the family lay wreath on his behalf, but his request was promptly knocked back. The Prince reportedly even had a wreath made at the Royal British Legion's Kent headquarters for the price of £1,000, but it was never used after the family apparently took issue with him asking for representation. Despite ditching his royal duties, Harry and Meghan officially quit royal duties in March and moved to the US, instead pursuing their own projects, which include a Netflix series. Harry was stripped of his royal military titles, which is said to be one of the most hurtful parts of their severed ties with the UK. A spokesman for the couple said that the couple had their own ceremony to be able to personally recognize remembrance in their own way, to pay tributes to those who have served and to those who gave their lives.